My boyfriend's parents said the family New Year's dinner was only for real family, so I wasn't invited. I quietly booked a luxury cruise instead, and when my videos celebrating in the middle of the ocean went viral, their son's message changed everything. Naomi. My name is Naomi Carter. I'm 35 years old. And for years I convinced myself that if I just endured a little longer, one day they would consider me real family. It's a strange word, isn't it? As if everyone else is authentic and you're just a draft version. Vanessa. I'm Vanessa Carter. Her older sister. I'm 43. And no, the issue wasn't the word real. The issue was that they never intended to see her as equal. I was sitting at that table. I heard that sentence with my own ears. Naomi. December 18th, 7:26 p.m. Daniel's mother called. New Year's dinner is just for immediate family, sweetheart. I hope you understand. I said, of course. I even smiled while I said it. I told myself maybe it was tradition. Maybe I needed to be patient. No. Maybe they wanted me to believe that. Vanessa, stop. It wasn't tradition. The year before there were 22 people at that table. 2 cousins brought girlfriends. The difference was Naomi. She earned her own money. She didn't ask for permission to exist. Naomi. I'm an interior design consultant. I've run my own firm since 2020. This year my income was $124,000. But that night I felt like I was worth $1. Maybe less. I hung up the phone and stood there for 11 seconds. Then I turned to Vanessa and said, it's fine. Vanessa. It wasn't fine. It was humiliating. And she was performing strength because that's what she'd learned to do. Vanessa. Before my sister continues, and she will because she's stronger than she thinks, I want to ask you something. Have you ever made yourself smaller for someone else's comfort? If you have, just write me too in the comments. Naomi. December 19th, 6:18 a.m. I made coffee. Opened my laptop. Searched. Luxury Caribbean Cruise New Year Departure Miami. Departure December 30th. 4 nights. Ocean View Cabin. $4,960. I picked up my card 3 times. Put it down 3 times. Then I confirmed it. The email arrived at 8:02 a.m. Vanessa. She sent me the screenshot. The subject line read, I'm going. I laughed. The first real laugh in this entire story. Naomi. December 24th, 3:31 p.m. Daniel texted, Mom's just traditional. I replied, I understand. I always understood. I never said that it hurt. Vanessa. He said something else too. I heard it. You're not technically family. Technically. Like love comes with terms and conditions. Naomi. December 30th. Miami Port. 10:04 a.m. 2,900 passengers boarding. Cabin 10,072. The balcony overlooked an endless blue. I recorded a 12-second video. Then another on December 31st at 11:59 p.m. Fireworks over the ocean. I was laughing. Really laughing. Vanessa. The videos went viral. 390,000 views in 48 hours. Then Daniel texted on January 2nd at 9:12 a.m. My parents are embarrassed. Oh. He was embarrassed. Naomi. I waited 21 minutes before replying. I stood against the balcony rail. It was cool against my hands. I typed, so was I that night. And I sent it. Vanessa. Our champion elder was Aunt Lorraine. 70 years old. She had been at that dinner. On January 3rd she called me. They stood up and said some people aren't capable of commitment. 19 people laughed. 19. I stayed seated. Vanessa. Pause here. Have you ever sat in a room while someone was diminished and said nothing? I did. And that silence still sits heavy in my chest. Naomi. January 5th, 7:14 p.m. Daniel came to my apartment. You overreacted, he said. I looked down at his muddy shoes. He'd left marks on my white rug. Strange thing. I was angrier about the rug. Vanessa. Because rugs can be cleaned. Self-respect can't. Naomi. He said, if you want to be part of this family, adjust. Adjust. Like I was a setting. I removed the ring and placed it on the table. 10 seconds of silence. I said, I'm not an audition. Vanessa. That was the moment. His own speech. His own sentence. His self-destruction. 2 weeks later he sent a 3-paragraph apology. Too late. Naomi. By February 14th I signed a new client contract. $10,200. I renewed my lease for 12 months. I never deleted the cruise video. Vanessa. At the next family gathering someone said, "She's sensitive." I replied, "No. She has self-respect. Learn the difference." 7 seconds of silence. I finally spoke. Naomi. I used to think I was alone. Vanessa. I used to think it was too late. We were both wrong. Naomi. Thank you for listening with us. Vanessa. Tell us in the comments, have you ever stayed silent? Or did you wish someone had spoken? For listening.